What if I told you there is a country where people go for a vacation, but end up changing their entire life? They arrive thinking they will stay for a few weeks, just to relax, just to explore. But then something
Wow.
strange happens.
This is incredible.
Weeks turn into months, months turn into years, and slowly, they stop going back home. Not because they can't, but because they don't want to. So the real question is, why are so many people moving to Thailand and never coming back? Let's find out the real reason. Over the last decade, Thailand has quietly transformed into one of the world's biggest lifestyle migration hubs. Every month, thousands of foreigners land here, not just tourists, but also digital nomads working from laptops in cafes, retirees looking for peace, solo travelers searching for meaning, and even families trying a different kind of life. At first it looks temporary, a short escape from routine, a break from stress. But something unusual starts happening. A large portion of these visitors don't return home on schedule. They extend their stay again and again until Thailand stops being a destination and becomes a lifestyle. So what is really pulling them in? The first shock hits almost everyone. Money suddenly feels different. Back home, life is expensive and heavy. Rent consumes income. Food feels overpriced. Bills never stop coming. Every month feels like survival. But in Thailand, that pressure begins to disappear. People discover something unexpected. A comfortable apartment costs less than a small room back home. Street food is not just cheap, it's fresh, delicious, and everywhere. Transportation is affordable, healthcare is accessible, and daily life becomes manageable. For the first time in years, people are not constantly calculating survival costs. And that changes everything. Because when financial stress reduces, the mind starts to breathe again. And when the mind breathes, life decisions change. Then comes something even more powerful, the feeling that never fully disappears. Thailand doesn't feel like a normal country to many foreigners. It feels like an endless vacation. Warm weather all year round, beaches just a few hours away, night markets full of life, street food everywhere, smiling faces, slow evenings, colorful streets. At first, people think this is just holiday excitement, but weeks pass, then months, and the feeling remains. Life still feels light, still feels flexible, still feels enjoyable. And this is where reality starts to blur, because when everyday life feels like a vacation, going back to normal life starts feeling strange. This is where the real transformation begins. People slowly change from the inside. Back home, life feels structured but heavy. Wake up early, work pressure, traffic, bills, responsibilities that never pause, a constant loop of stress and repetition. But in Thailand, the pace is different. Life feels slower, simpler, more human. And gradually, thoughts begin to shift. People start questioning their old routine. They ask themselves, why was I always so stressed before? Do I really need to go back to that life? What am I actually chasing? This mental shift is powerful, because once someone experiences a life with less pressure, their definition of normal begins to change forever. And that change is not easy to reverse. Another hidden factor is community. In Thailand, foreigners are everywhere. You are never truly alone. Digital nomads working from cafes, retirees living peaceful routines, travelers exploring long-term stays, expats building new lives. And slowly, something happens. People start connecting. Strangers become friends, friends become a network, and that network becomes a new identity. Weekend meetups, shared apartments, group trips, business collaborations. Life starts feeling socially alive again, and the old life back home starts feeling distant, almost like another version of yourself you used to be. But there is a deeper truth beneath all of this. Thailand is not just exciting. It becomes comfortable, very comfortable. And comfort is powerful. Because when life becomes easy, decisions become harder. Food is easy. Living is affordable. People are welcoming. Stress is low. Everyday survival feels smooth. And suddenly, the idea of going back to a high-pressure environment feels unnecessary. So people delay. They extend their stay. They postpone decisions. They say, maybe next month, maybe next year. And slowly, the idea of returning home fades into the background. Not because they are stuck,